Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Gran, Mrs. Brown, she's collapsed.
What?
She's collapsed. She's unconscious in the hallway. I found her in the hallway.
Max!
Oh, breathing seems regular.
I'll call an ambulance.
Wouldn't bother. She's dead drunk.
What?
I'm afraid he's right, Alan. Nothing wrong with her except that she's out cold.
But that's Jim, we have to do something.
You know what time her husband gets home from work?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I know it's late, though.
Do you know where?
No idea.
Oh, come on, Jim. Can't leave her lying here in the hall. Better get her onto the bed.
Okay.
Well, what about the kids?
Well, I'll take them home to our place and you leave her a note to let her know where they are.
I'm really proud of you that you won it.
You take it.
It's yours, Danny.
No. It's Shane's. I was just the stand-in. It doesn't mean anything to me.
So why did you work so hard to get it?
Because I wanted to show Dad that I could do it. What was the point?
Don't you understand that he is as proud of you as I am?
Sure.
Your father's a complex person. Don't sell him short, Danny.
All right. Will you give me some proof? Or any proof that he cares about me? Or really cares about me? Because I'm getting that message, Mum, loud and clear. Shane's the golden boy of this family, the only hope. I'm the number 2 son. I always have been. I've got to go out.
I want to stop what's happening in this family.
Then stop sitting on the fence, Mum. You know how it is between me and Dad. It's not my fault. Sooner or later, you've got to make up your mind whose side you're on. Hey, McEnroe! Can I buy you a milkshake?
Big spender. Since when you had enough dough to chuck around?
Might as well. I'm not going to get the cash to buy those speakers.
Oh, yeah? I heard a rumour they need shelf stockers at the supermarket in the Maltona.
Fair income?
You want to check it out?
Yeah. Well, you want to tell your folks?
I'm not going back in there. I might get stuck babysitting.
Lucy.
No, Mrs. Brown's kids. She's sick or something. Anyhow, Grandma is about neighbours. The original sucker.
She's all right, your Gran.
Just 'cause she feeds you.
Who are you calling?
Well, I'm just trying to remember where Ted Brown said he worked. Advertising firm, I think he said.
I've never spoken to him. What's he like?
Seems that he's enough sort of bloke.
Can't understand her doing that to herself. With the children there.
And I can't understand why all of a sudden it's our responsibility. The woman's a menace. Let her husband deal with it.
I don't like her any more than you do, but that's not the point.
Grandma, Josie wants to go home.
Oh, she can't go home yet, Pet. Josie and little Tommy can have dinner here. Could you keep them occupied for the next 15 minutes?
Do I have to?
Lucy, do as your grandmother says.
Yes, Dad.
What's wrong with you, Jim? We've handled neighbourhood problems before.
Helen,
Now suddenly you don't want to know.
That's right. I don't want to know.
Feel like a drink?
What? After seeing our dear old neighbour stretched out like that, I'm hardly dying of thirst, love.
Don't joke about it.
Oh, sorry, love. I didn't mean it like that. Chuck. Yeah, I found a couple of bottles in that woman's kitchen. Bet she was half stung when she had a go at Danny.
So Danny was telling truth then?
Oh, I never doubted it, love.
Why couldn't you tell him that?
Yeah, I suppose you're right, love. I never give him a fair go there.
Yeah. Why do you think he worked so hard to win this diving competition?
Despite me. Show me you could do it with any coach but me. Suppose you think that's unreasonable, do you?
I don't know, Max. You might be right, but when it was all over and he came home with the cup in his hand, all he wanted, you to be proud of him.
Yeah. Listen, I'll have a chat with him when he gets in. See if we can sort something out. Meanwhile, I suppose we better find a place for that cup.
Huh? I think it's ludicrous.
No one's asking you to look after Mrs. Brown's kids.
No, but how long are you going to look after them? I can't stay here all night.
I have already been through this with your father.
Yes, and I agree with him. If we start helping these people, we will never get them off our doorstep.
Julie, no one wants to get involved in a situation like this, but when it happens, you just can't ignore it. A bit too much of that goes on these days, thank you very much.
Look, I feel sorry for them, but I don't think this is the way to help such people.
Well, why don't you go down the street and nurse Mrs. Brown through her hangover?
Yeah, can I speak to Father Barry, please? Yeah, well, can I just leave a message for him? Yeah, if you can phone Paul Robinson as soon as he gets in. Thanks for that. Bye.
What, any luck with Father Barry?
No, I spoke to Daphne. I think she's got a better chance of finding him than I have.
Oh, it's decent of her to help. I mean, after all the problems she's had with Mrs. Brown.
Yeah, well, she's good at that way, our Daph.
She's all right.
She sure is.
Well, what do you think? Her and Des, what do you think?
Her and Des what?
It's a funny arrangement, isn't it?
She pays the rent.
So what, you don't think there's anything more to it than that?
Why don't you go and ask them?
It's none of my business.
Oh, Des, can I have a lift? My car's playing up.
Very funny.
If you tried playing it straight, Jules, maybe you'd hang on to a guy once in a while. No.
What do you think, Mr. Clark?
Wow, where are you working tonight?
Opening of the new stock car track. I've got to ride around in a ute and throw hubcaps at the crowd or something. That's a living. You in tonight?
Cute. Only for a while. I'm not wasting any time resurrecting my old black book.
Up and at 'em. Who's the lucky girl?
Don't know yet. Just going over old territory.
If Kevin Barry phones, let him know that Paul Robinson's trying to get hold of
I
him.
won't be answering any phones tonight.
Relax, Tiger. I'll be home in a couple of hours.
What's the whip for? Rita! Rita Beasley can have a hot time tonight.
Yeah?
Hello, Rita?
Pardon?
Oh, g'day, it's Des Clark. Could I speak to Rita Beasley, please?
You mean Rita Stacey?
No, Rita Beasley. Who's this?
Mike Beasley?
Oh, you're her brother.
No, mate. I'm Rita's husband.
Gran, I don't want to play with them anymore.
Why not?
They're so immature.
No.
Are they going to be sleeping here tonight?
I don't think so.
Good. Dad, can I ask you something?
Not now, love.
It's about school.
I said not now.
Jim.
It's okay, Gran. Julie told me about Dad's midlife crisis. I'll go and see what I can do with those kids.
It's all right, Julie, I'll get it. Just turn that thing down. Oh, Mrs. Brown, do come in.
I want my children.
They're with Lucy. I'll just go and get them.
How do you feel?
Pretty angry at the moment. Same way you'd feel if people barged into your house and walked off with your children.
We were only trying to help. And considering the condition
I
you
was
were in-
not in any kind of condition, as you put it. I suffer from dizzy spells. If I were you, Mrs. Daniels, I'd be grateful I'm not calling the police.
Hi, sorry I was so late. That's okay. Where were you? Out on another mission of mercy?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was eating dinner. We've got to eat too, you know. So, what's the problem?
I think you better come on through.
Why was Mrs. Brown mad?
She was upset, Lucy. I'm sure she'll apologise tomorrow.
What was wrong with her?
Well, she apparently has dizzy spells.
Then why did Paul say to Julie she was smashed?
That was very irresponsible of Paul. And I don't want you to repeat it. Not to anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, Grandma.
What did you want to see your father about?
I forget.
Was it something about school?
Oh, that.
Do you want to talk to me about it?
It doesn't matter. Will you come and tuck me in?
Sure.
Yeah, well, I found Mrs. Brown this afternoon, passed out in the hallway. Drunk. Oh, we looked after her. But Mr. Ramsey found some empty bottles. I reckon she's been hitting it pretty hard. That's got nothing to do with why you've been visiting her, is it?
Does her husband know about this?
Dunno.
What about the kids?
I'm a bit confused at the moment. Well, Grandma took care of them. That wasn't until about an hour ago when Mrs. Brown showed up. Must have sobered up.
Ah, it's a heavy scene. Heavier than I thought. I better get round there.
So, Kevin, is there anything I can do?
I'll think about it. Thanks. Good night, Paul.
Oh, hello, Father.
Sorry to call so late, Carol, but I hear you've had a rough evening.
Oh, I haven't been well, if that's what you mean. Certainly enough nosy Parkers around here to spread rumours.
Rumours?
Well, I had one of my dizzy spells.
If I was to search the house right now, are you trying to tell me that I wouldn't find any alcohol?
I haven't touched a drop, I promise.
Don't you understand that you are not on the way to alcoholism? You are there.
What gives
for the
you the
sake
right
of
to
your
talk to me
children.
like this? You're supposed to help people, not insult them.
I spoke to your husband last week. He is worried about the children.
Oh, I swear, Father, I didn't touch a drop, truly. It was one of my dizzy spells. I'm sorry I yelled at you just now. Please, you've got to believe me.
Hi. Hello, Daphne. I saw you come home. I hope you don't mind.
No, come in.
Oh, we've been to work, obviously.
Yep, another day, another dollar.
Right. Well, I just called round to see how you feel about tennis.
Now?
No, not now, Daphne. No, but our club is always looking for talent if you play.
Oh, I play, but my nights are pretty well tied up.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I was hoping to get you and Des into the mixed doubles comp.
Of course, I can't speak for Des. He leads his life and I lead mine, if you get my drift.
Oh, I think so.
I'm sure you do. Like brother and sister, right?
Ah.
We're friends. Good friends. I've seen him been hurt, and I don't want to see him make the same mistake twice.
Well, like you said, you lead your life and he leads his.
Uh-huh.
You have to go to work in the morning. Come to bed, Max.
You mean like Danny has school in the morning?
We'll deal with this later.
Oh, no. You wanted me to sort things out with him now? I'm going to do just that. You go to bed. Where the hell have you been?
I've been working.
Don't tell lies.
I have been.
I know it's a lie, because I was with Jim Robinson this afternoon. He ain't giving you no work.
I wasn't working for him. I was stacking shelves at the supermarket. If you don't believe me, ring up and ask.
I believe you, Denny.
What right does he have to be out this hour on a school day?
Don't worry, I'll be at school in the morning.
You thought you had good reason to be this late. Why the hell didn't you tell us what you were doing?
Because I knew you wouldn't have let me. You'd have said no because it's me. I'm sick of waiting for you to do the right thing.
You're grounded. Do you hear me?
Max,
Grounded.
Jeez, Dad, why don't you just lock the door and throw the key away?
Hi.
Aye. Put your bike away?
You want to check?
Certainly not. I take your word for it. How was school?
Okay.
Problem over then?
What problem?
The one you were talking about last night.
Oh, that one. Cool.
Lucy, your father's had to work very hard lately. It's been a bit hard all round.
Because Anna went away?
Yes, but that doesn't mean to say the family should stop talking. So if there's something that's worrying you...
It's okay, Gran. Honest. Some things you just have to work out on your own.
Dad, you've got to come and speak to Mr. Ramsey.
Do you mind not barging in here like a bull elephant?
Sorry, Dad, it's Danny. You've got to speak to Mr. Ramsey.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, honey. Okay, what's Danny done this time?
Well, that's just it. He hasn't done anything. Oh, Mr. Ramsey won't believe he was working at the supermarket last night. He thinks he was out mucking around.
Well, how on earth am I supposed to stick up for Danny?
Because it's true. I got him the job.
Well, why in blazes didn't he tell his parents that?
Well, he knew he had a late finish.
Oh, I see.
Okay, maybe you should have told them, but can't you tell Mr. Ramsey is telling the truth?
I'm not butting in on the Ramsey family, Scott. It's their business.
But, Dad...
And if Danny Ramsey wants to get himself in a mess, he's only got himself to blame. Next time, you keep out of it.
Thanks heaps.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
That boy needs to be taught a lesson.
No, Jim, it's you who need the lesson. No, I'm not excusing his behaviour, but don't you think it's about time you started communicating with your kids again?
I have had a hard day. I really don't need this.
I'm sorry, I do. You're just not available anymore. It's bad enough that they don't have a mother, but at the moment they don't have a father either. Just some closed-off figure who's too busy or too bad-tempered to be of any use to anyone.
Look, Helen, I know what you're saying is true. I just can't help the way I feel.
Don't give me that. Look, why don't you just stop feeling sorry for yourself?
I know you mean well. Just that some things you need to work out on your own.
Well, was that a smooth ride home or was that a smooth ride home?
I can read the signals. You've lost a lot of your aggression.
Yeah, you don't know half of it.
No, I'd like to. Whenever do we get the chance to talk these days?
Oh, do you want to come in for 5 minutes?
Oh, well, no, I can't now. But I'm free for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, okay, it's a date.
Oh, good. Good, and what, it's all right if I get a lift again?
Yeah, sure. Why, haven't they fixed your car yet?
No, they're waiting for parts.
It's funny. It's running like a dream last week.
Yeah, it is funny. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.
Yeah, see you.
It's got trade-ins at the back. Do you want to check it out?
Sure.
I'll check up the road. There's a second-hand store. Oh, that.
She's got hassles.
So she takes them out on me. Forget it. Remember, I'm looking for big speakers.
What's this? Get away! What? Help, police! Oh my God, I've been robbed! Someone help me! Stop him!
Let's get out of here!
Stop him!
Danny!
Stop him!
Hey, stop those boys! Stop those boys!
Neighbors, everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Then what are we running away for?
I came around the corner and Mrs. Brown was lying there in a heap. I tried to pick her up and she started screaming blue murder.
Well, if you didn't do anything, what are we running away for?
Because I freaked out, okay?
Terrific.
Yeah, I know.
You know what this is going to look like, don't you?
Well, why did you run?
Because I'm your mate.
Struth, what a mess.
Yes?
Mrs. Ramsey?
Yes.
Do you mind if we come in for a minute?
Oh, of course not. What can I do for you?
You have a son called Daniel?
What's happened to him?
Oh, we'd like a word with him. Would he be at home?
No. Max! Max! He went out after school. What's the
trouble?
It's Denny.
Oh, what? Sergeant Hawkins, isn't it? Remember we met at that football day?
Of course, Mr. Ramsey.
Yeah. Well, what's Danny been up to then, eh?
Well, there's been a bit of trouble at the local shopping centre, and we have reason to believe that Danny may be involved.
Yep.
What's that about?
I know. Probably overdue parking fines or something. When I see Max come out in handcuffs, I'll start worrying.
I'd like to talk to you about Lucy.
What's wrong with her?
And that's just it. She won't tell me.
Oh, Helen, I can't.
She's in her room now. Why don't you talk to her?
Look, if she won't talk to you, she won't talk to me, now will she?
She tried last night and you gave her the brush off.
All right. Max. What's wrong?
You better go inside, Jim. Danny and Scott are in trouble.
You reckon they'll be looking for us?
I don't know. Maybe.
We can't stay here.
We've got to think.
Are you sure she recognised you?
I don't know.
Why don't we just go back and explain what happened?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, tell the truth. What else can we do?
My word against hers? No problem.
Somebody must have seen what happened.
The street was empty.
Are you sure of that?
No, I'm not sure of anything. All I know is I've been set up.
Well, maybe we're not in trouble at all. Mrs. Brown probably realised she was in the wrong. Maybe we've got nothing to worry about.
Maybe. Use your brains. That woman hates my guts. Look how she got me into trouble with Mum and Dad. Said I was bullying her kids. Even if she figured she was wrong, she wouldn't say so.
Well, somebody must have seen what happened.
Suppose you did.
I didn't see anything.
But suppose you said you did.
I can't do that.
Look, Scotty, it'd work. Think about it. You come around the corner and you see the whole thing happen from there.
You're only making things worse.
You think I did it, don't you?
Of course I don't.
Well... forget it.
Hold on. All right, I'll do it.
Now listen, I think you're taking a fair bit for granted, Sergeant. I mean, this Mrs. Brown's a bit of a troublemaker in the street, you know. I mean, she's had it in for Danny for ages before this.
We're not relying entirely on her statement, Mr. Ramsey. Have you got those names handy, Constable?
3 people saw them running away from the scene. One of them was the manager of the electrical store. He says he knows both boys.
Now listen, Danny wouldn't do nothing like this.
Scott's never been in trouble before. It's impossible.
Mrs. Daniels, I do a fair bit of work with the kids in this area. Things like this are very rarely premeditated. They're usually done on the spur of the moment.
Listen, you sound like you made up your mind they're guilty.
That is not up to me, Mr. Ramsey, and I can't decide anything until I've had a word with them. Would you have any idea where they might be, Mr. Robinson?
You've got to go look for them.
Yeah, right. Where the hell are you been?
Out.
Listen, I want to
Now,
straight
hang on,
you.
Mr. Ramsey. I'm Sergeant Hawkins. This is Constable Bright. Were either of you two boys near the shopping centre this afternoon?
Yeah, we were checking out second-hand speakers.
Well, I'll have to ask both of you to come down to the station with your parents. You'll both be required to be present while we question the boys.
Now, hang on. Can't we sort this out here?
This is not a juvenile misdemeanour, Mr. Ramsey. This is robbery with assault. Now, I suggest you start taking it seriously.
Full name?
Scott James Robinson,
Address?
26 Ramsey Street.
And when Danny comes out, Scott isn't to say anything to him, Mr. Robinson. No communication prior to questioning. Do you understand that, Scott?
Yeah.
One thing puzzles me, son. If you didn't do it as you say, then why did you run?
I freaked out. She started screaming. Look, I never did it. You can ask Scott.
Where did you get this money?
For my speakers. Well, I've been saving up for it. I worked last night loading shelves at the supermarket. You can ask them.
I will. But there's a lot more money than that in here.
I've been saving up for a long time, haven't I, Dad?
That's true. At least 6 months.
How much money had Danny saved, Mr. Ramsey?
Well, look, I don't know the exact sum.
Thank you. Mrs. Brown claims that her purse was taken with $60 housekeeping money in it.
I don't care what she says. I never took it.
All right, Danny. Let's start again.
Now, look, you've been questioning him for half an hour. How much more can he tell you?
Is this a formal objection?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, I don't tell you how to fix taps, Mr. Ramsey, so don't you tell me how to do my job. I am giving Danny every opportunity to answer this charge.
Now, look, he's telling the truth. I know my own son.
Do you now? How's Gary Reynolds, Danny?
I wouldn't know.
How about Dino Trevelli? They're two local lads who have been giving us quite a bit of trouble lately, Mr. Ramsey. Shoplifting, joyriding, vandalism, that sort of thing. They're also mates at Danny's. But then you'd know that, seeing you know your son as well as you say. All right, Danny. Let's go right from the top. That's Danny's statement. Go over it with him and Mr. Ramsey and get particulars. Mr. Robinson, you can bring Scott through now.
Danny asked me to check out the prices in the electrical store. He was going to have a look in the second-hand shop in the next street.
How long were you in the electrical store?
I didn't go in. As soon as Danny left, I went after him. I wanted to ask him something.
Ah, yes. And what happened?
I went round the corner.
What did you see?
Mrs. Brown was lying on the ground down the side street. And Danny was walking towards her. He tried to help her up, and she started screaming. Then Danny bolted. That's the way it happened, Dad, honest.
Are you sure that Danny was walking towards Mrs. Brown?
Yeah, positive.
When Danny ran, did he say anything to you? Did he yell?
No, nothing.
So why did you run? You'd seen it all. You knew Danny hadn't done anything wrong, so why?
We just panicked, I guess. Look, I've tried to help people before and they've just taken it the wrong way. She was yelling.
You sure you don't want to change anything you've said to me?
No.
The boys will be charged and then fingerprinted, Mr. Robinson. Then they'll be released under yours and Mr. Ramsey's cognizance. And the case will be heard by a magistrate in the near future.
Danny didn't do it. Scott told you.
I'm not calling Scott a liar, Mr. Robinson. But it's just that I cannot take his story for granted. If he's telling the truth, then he was with Danny when this happened. It boils down to a case of the boy's word against Mrs. Brown's. Well, that can't be decided here. That is up to a magistrate. I'm sorry.
What happened? Is it all sorted out?
They've both been charged.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's not fair. They can't charge you for something you didn't do.
It's done. All we can hope is that Carol Brown changes her statement.
But why would she accuse the boys like that? And after we helped her the other night?
Oh, I don't know. I can't understand it either. This is the last thing I needed, thank you very much.
Well, it isn't my fault.
All I'm saying is you wouldn't be in this trouble if you didn't hang around with Danny Ramsey.
But Danny didn't do it.
That boy attracts trouble like a magnet. It's a pity this family has to pay for it. All right, I know. Picked the wrong time to say it.
Sometimes I think I don't know you at all.
But if the boys have been charged...
Well, look, love, the police had no option, did they? Once Mrs. Brown stuck to her guns. Well, not to worry, love.
I'm glad you're so optimistic. I'll worry if it's all the same to you.
Well, look, for a start, it'll never get to court if Mrs. Brown retracts her statement. I'll go and have a word with her now. And second, Scott backed up Danny's version of the story, so we're on good, solid ground there. And anyway, if it ever does get to court, Mrs. Brown's got more than one weak spot, hasn't she?
I don't think you should go and see her.
I know what I'm doing, love.
Dad, thanks for backing me.
You better get to bed, son. Got school in the morning.
Right.
No, darling.
Night, Mum. Night, Dad.
Right, Shane.
No. I owe you an apology, Max.
Hmm?
I didn't expect you to handle it like this.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to let some drunk drag this family through the mud.
How was it?
Rough.
Do you reckon Mrs. Brown dobbed you in deliberately?
I wouldn't put it past her. Although she was pretty freaked when I tried to pick her up. Maybe she did just make an honest mistake. Who knows?
Yeah, well, it looks like Dad's going to be putting up a fight.
That really knocked me out. He stuck up for me. Didn't let the cops get away with a thing. Even when Hawkins tried to tie me in with some of the local hoons. Couldn't believe it.
How long have I been trying to tell you that Dad's on your side?
After tonight, I reckon you could be right.
This may sound crazy, but... well, maybe it took something like this to put you two back on the right track.
Looks like I've been wrong about Dad. But I tell you, Shane, I'll make it up to him.
Mrs. Brown, sorry to bother you at this hour. I thought we ought to have a talk.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, I think you have, because I'm talking about suing you.
What?
I'm not saying you told the police lies. Anyone can make a mistake. I'm just saying you ought to think twice before you go on accusing my son of something he never done.
How dare you accuse me of lying?
I just said you're mistaken, that's all.
Look, you think you can come round here trying to bully me? I'm on sedatives because of your son. I hope he goes
Mrs.
to
Brown!
jail. Get up!
What did you mean before about these local guys?
Gary Reynolds and Dino Trevelli. I was with them one night at the Penny Parlour when the cops came in and hassled them.
What are you kicking around with clowns like that for?
They're okay. I was just with them, Shane. I never did anything wrong.
That doesn't count. Look, if you hang out with jerks like that, the cops can bring it up in court. Now, that can make a big difference with the magistrate.
I'm sorry, Dad. I was just about to go to bed.
That's all right. I'm glad you're still awake. Listen, new rules, Danny. I'll be taking you to school in the morning, and Shane will meet up with you in the afternoon. Apart from that, you're not to go outside this house.
Oh, Dad!
Yeah, look, I know it's unfair, but it's practical. Till this thing's sorted out, you and Scott are marked men. Anything goes wrong in the neighbourhood, they'll try to pin it on you. This is for your own protection.
Sure, Dad. Fair enough.
All right, now get some sleep. Shane?
Night, mate.
You must realise, Mrs. Brown, that Mr. Ramsey is very upset. He believes that his son is innocent.
And you're on his side.
I'm not on anyone's side, Mrs. Brown.
Look, he was talking about suing me. If that isn't a threat, I don't know what is.
I promise you, you will not be bothered in the future.
Thank you.
Oh, one other thing. We know you've had a dreadful experience. We can all appreciate that. But is it at all possible that you may have made a mistake about the identity of the boy who attacked you?
No. No mistake.
Very well. We'll go and have a word with Mr. Ramsey.
right. So I done the wrong thing.
The wrong thing's putting it mildly.
Well, look, I didn't mean it like that. I meant, look, we all live in the same street, don't we? I thought it could be settled out privately.
By making threats.
You know, I just laid the situation on the line.
I'll give you fair warning, Mr. Ramsey. I'll have to report this, and you can bet her lawyer will bring it up in court. Now, stay away from Mrs. Brown unless you want to make your son's position any worse than it already is.
All right, don't say it.
If she'd change her mind, it'd be over and we'd be celebrating.
Yeah, well, it didn't work. I haven't finished yet, but... You know, we need a good lawyer. Look, go and get Danny for me, will you?
Yes. Max,
Hmm?
the way you're fighting for Danny, so calm. Thank you.
And just thank me when we win, love. Hello, Jim.
G'day, mate. I saw the police. Everything all right?
No, not to worry, mate. Listen, I've been thinking, we need a good solicitor. It'll cost, but we use the same bloke for both boys, we'll save, right?
Makes sense.
I reckon we're home and hosed, you know.
Oh, yeah? What makes you so confident?
Yeah, well, look, you, me, Ellen and Paul, we all found her lying dead drunk. See how smart she sounds in court when that's brought up?
Ooh, pretty ugly thing to do, mate.
Yeah, but it's either that or kids share an institution.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. All right, see you later.
Okay, mate. Good night. Danny! Get a wriggle on! Where are you off to?
Coaching clinic in town.
Oh, yeah? What can they teach you I didn't?
Nothing. Except this one's about handling toddlers. Catch you later, Dad. Hang in there, Danny.
Right.
Right, remember what I told you last night? I'm taking you to school, Danny.
Yes, Daddy. No worries.
No worries?
Thanks for backing me.
Now, look, I'm laying out money for a good lawyer. You do what he tells you and we'll get out of this, right?
Well, I can't say anything except I didn't do it.
Good, well, you tell him that.
Well, you tell him. You believe me.
Okay, now that's enough.
You do believe me, don't you?
Listen, I'm just doing this so your mother doesn't get a broken heart. You want the truth? I'm expecting something like this to happen. Now get a move on.
I'm not feeling very together this morning.
You agree with what we've organised about the solicitors representing both of you?
Yeah, sure. Just as long as the police don't come around again.
You don't look too well. How did you sleep?
Not well.
Oh, we just got to get through this, mate.
I kept dreaming about it like a movie. Walking around the corner, seeing Danny crouched beside her.
What?
Oh, you know how crazy dreams are.
What do you mean you're walking around the corner and seeing Danny crouched beside her?
Nothing, Dad.
You said you were there. You saw what happened. Now you're saying you're around the corner.
No, Dad.
You didn't lie to the police.
Dad?
Did you? Did you?
Well, Danny didn't do it, Dad.
You silly little twit.
What am I supposed to do? She was trying to set him up. Danny's my mate.
You don't owe Danny anything. What you're supposed to do is tell the truth.
I did. Danny didn't do it.
How do you know that?
I believe him.
You realise I've got to tell the police this?
Why?
Because if I can shoot down this story of yours, imagine what'll happen in court.
Please, Dad. Danny won't have a chance.
Chance? You just lied to me. How many chances do you want?
Please, Dad, don't do it.
Eastern District Police, hold the line.
Whatever I said. You know Danny. You know Danny didn't rob Mrs. Brown.
I don't know anything except that you lied to cover up for him. Police have got to be told. I'm doing you a favour.
Favour?
You lied about what you saw. Maybe the police will overlook that, let you off the hook. Mrs. Brown's statement did only mention one boy.
What about Danny?
To hell with Danny. Good morning. May I speak to Sergeant...
Neighbors, everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become
What's with Daddy Scott, for goodness sake?
I don't know. Best leave them to it.
Do you have to do that while I'm eating?
Lucy, dear, little girls should be seen and not heard, and preferably strangled at birth.
Finished?
Yeah, no appetite.
I won't be in tonight, Gran. Des has invited me next door for dinner.
Oh, nice for some people.
Paul says you've got the hots for Des.
Lucy, what Paul means
I
is-
know what Paul means. I'm not stupid.
Oh, I could murder that brother of mine sometimes.
Oh, while you were in the shower, Mrs. Thornton rang.
Oh?
She wanted to know if you're going to Peggy's fancy dress party. I said you would be.
What did you do that for?
Well, you are going, aren't you?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Well, that's no reason.
I don't have to go if I don't want to.
Don't forget to clean your teeth. Something's been worrying that child in the past few days, and I think I've just stumbled on it.
Oh, well, you know, Lucy, every petty little problem has to be a big deal.
Maybe. But I certainly know another 10-year-old who fitted that description pretty well, and still does.
Oh, sticks and stones.
I'm only trying to do the right thing. Goodbye. Well, stop off on the way to school so you can change your statement. The police won't be dropping charges. The magistrate's got to do that.
So you only made things worse for us.
What do you expect me to do? Encourage you to lie in court?
She was trying to set Danny up, that's the truth.
I'm beginning to wonder if you know the meaning of the word.
Morning.
Ruth! You're supposed to be in bed.
The secret of every woman worth her salt is never to be predictable.
So I'm tippy-toeing around here like an idiot and you're awake.
Oh, Des, that's sweet.
What's with all this early morning bit anyway?
New instructor at my aerobics class. Oh, he's gorgeous. I'm planning to shape up.
When I think how devious you women are, it sends shivers down my spine.
By the way, you and Julie are having dinner here tonight, aren't you? Is that still on?
Yeah, sure.
I'll cook for you if you like.
Oh, that'd be great.
Done. My pleasure. You and Julie had a thing going once, didn't you?
Yep. But now she's in here with the rest of them. 101 possibilities for a good time.
You chauvinist! Still, I'm glad to see you taking your independence seriously.
You bet. From now on, it's romance without strings.
Except, Julie doesn't really belong in that book, does she?
Well, why not?
Well, she's a friend, not a one-night wonder.
Hey, that's true.
Does Julie know any of the names in that book?
Yeah, sure. Some of the girls from the tennis club and some of the girls who worked at the bank.
Great. I discussed the whole thing over with her then. What are friends for?
Hey, that's a great idea, because I haven't seen some of them for years. They might be married.
There you go. I'll cook you and Julie something special.
You're a real pal. I'll leave the menu up to you.
Something real special.
Is this some sort of special evening with Des?
Just dinner with an old friend.
In that outfit? What was it that Lucy said this morning?
You've got a suspicious mind, Gran.
I thought you'd given up on Des.
Oh, you can't bear not knowing, can you? Hello, Daddy.
Oh, Jim, you're late.
Well, I'll see you all later.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Where's Scott?
Hi, Julie. I've been waiting for you to get home. Listen, why'd Scott change his statement this morning?
Because it was a lie.
What? Listen, you realise how bad that makes things for Danny, don't you?
I'm not stupid, Max.
Yeah?
But I didn't have any choice, did I?
What? Rubbish. Now, look, we might have discussed it before you talked to the cops. You realise the boys haven't got a leg to stand on now?
Hey,
Hey, come in, come in.
Hello, Des.
You look terrific.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
What, do you like the belt as well?
Makes it. Looks
Oh,
great.
Good. Thank you. Oh, look. You didn't have to go to all this trouble.
Hey, no problem. I didn't do it. Daff gets the credit.
Oh, it's nice.
No problem. It's a shame I won't be enjoying it with you.
Oh, you have to go.
Duty calls. A job is a job. Now, Des, the time is set and everything else is ready.
You're an angel, Daff.
Ain't it the truth? You look lovely, Julie.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you be good. Ciao.
So, isn't she a great girl?
Yeah, she's wonderful. Anyway, I'm glad we've got the place to ourselves.
Yeah, me too. Hey, listen, I've got something to ask you. It's very important.
Ask away.
Take it first, eh?
Okay.
Sit in.
Can I talk with you, Dad?
It was about your brother.
What else?
Look, there's nothing to talk about. Jim Robinson's already done the damage.
What about you?
What about me?
Well, Danny says that you think he's guilty. Is that true?
It's not the point.
It's the only point, Dad. How do you think he feels?
Look, I don't give a damn. I mean, for the sake of this family, I'm doing everything I can to get him off, but I've nous enough to know something must have happened that afternoon, but...
Well, I'll tell you this. I believe him.
If you want to be that naive, my son, then you go right ahead. As far as I'm concerned, it makes no difference.
Yeah? Well, maybe you're right, Dad. But I'm going to find some way to prove that Danny was innocent. But that won't make any difference, will it? Not as far as you're concerned. Try to think, mate. Was there anybody else who might have seen what happened?
No.
Well, tomorrow morning I'll cover the shopping centres and the side streets. We might get lucky.
What's the point now that Scott's dobbed me in?
You don't think he'd do it deliberately, do you?
I'm gonna flaming well find out.
Oh, for crying out loud, Danny!
Just cover for me.
What do you think you're doing?
I came over to say thanks for dumping me.
It was an accident.
I'll bet.
Honest, Danny.
How did it happen?
I made a mistake and Dad picked up on it. So I'm a lousy liar.
My bad luck.
We're gone for sure now, aren't we?
Well, the worst you're gonna get is a 12-month good behaviour bond. But I reckon there's a good chance they're gonna lock me up.
Here, a toast to old friends, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, Des. It's been rough for you lately, hasn't it?
Ah, well.
No, it has. I feel sometimes it's my fault.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
No. First of all, Lorraine, and then your mother. I mean, you needed a friend, and I wasn't very available.
Oh, come, that's in the past. Let's talk about the future.
I'd like that.
Do you see much of, Maggie Chisholm?
Maggie?
Well, is she married or what?
No, yes. Yeah, she's engaged, I think, to a footballer.
A footballer, huh? Oh, I'm glad I found that out now. Hey, what about Kath Fredericks?
No, she's not seeing anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Des, why are you asking me these questions?
Oh, Daphne said that I should get my social life back on the rails, and I just didn't want to walk in where angels fear to tread. Do you get it?
You invited me here to talk about these girls.
Right. Daphne said you'd be perfect because you know who's available or not. Look, I'll get my black book and we can go through it together. Oh, look at this. Now that's not bad, eh?
I didn't realise you had so many girlfriends.
Neither did I. I've just been in a shell for my last 12 months and I thought, get out of it. What about Marilyn?
she's a pain.
I thought she was a nice girl.
Oh, I mean, she's just a bit boring.
Ooh, she's good looking, man. Still, after Lorena, I think it's a good idea to get involved with somebody from the band.
Hi.
Hey.
You okay?
I think I better be going.
Hey, Julie, it's not that late yet.
I'm just feeling a bit tired, actually. Thank you very much, Steve.
No.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
Well, hey, thank you. Really, thanks. See you later. Thanks a lot. You were spot on. Julie was the ideal girl to talk to.
I was going to ask you how the evening went, but I think I'll mind my own business.
Good idea.
Not like Des to make you cry.
Oh, he humiliated me. Absolutely humiliated me. He made me go through a list of all the girls he fancies. Ooh. I don't blame him. It was that Daphne put him up to it.
No, for once you didn't get what you wanted. Don't you think that's a bit of that as well?
Don't lecture me, Gran.
All right.
Des treats me like this. You all still blame me because Dad and Anna split up. It's not fair. It isn't. It's so unfair.
Hi. Another fitness freak.
Gotta keep at it. No one believes in a fat swimming coach.
Does it still hurt?
Oh, only a bit. Not much good for anything else these days.
The coaching's a start.
It's only part-time. Not quite like a real job. How's things with you?
Oh, not like a real job.
Well, catch you later.
Don't be a stranger, okay?
Sure.
Oh, g'day, Marilyn. It's Des.
Des? Des who?
Clark.
Something wrong, Des?
No. I'm not ringing about work. I was wondering if you're free tonight. Dinner at my place.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Des.
Well, that's terrific. We'll come over straight from the bank.
Okay.
I'll see you at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Did I hear what I thought I just heard?
You did? Do I get a medal?
10 out of 10. Except that I have someone coming over for dinner myself tonight.
Well, you didn't tell me.
You had Julie here last night. 2 nights in a row wasn't part of our deal.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I'll take her out.
I'm broke. Oh, come on, Daphne.
Well, we'll compromise. We'll all have dinner together. How's that?
Hey, great. But you do the cooking.
Smooth talker. But you owe me for this, Desmond Clark.
I'll try door to door. Someone may have been watching from their window. Some people don't like to get involved.
Well, what about getting Father Barry and Daphne to help?
How do you mean?
If Mrs. Brown was mugged by a kid, it might be someone from the squats. Father Barry might have heard something on the grapevine.
Yeah, well, I'll talk to Daphne if you want.
You two fighting or something?
No, we get on all right.
Yeah, all right, I'm coming. If I were you, I'd be in like Flynn. I reckon she's a real spunky.
Look, pal, I've told you before, stay out of it, okay?
You're off your head.
Ready, Scott?
Yes, Dad.
You look awful.
Thank you.
How'd it go with theirs? Did you do it?
Lucy, what do you mean?
You know.
I don't think Julie did anything last night. Now you get on with your breakfast.
It's tough when you're young and in love.
Oh, Lucy, shut up.
What did I say?
Oh, what did I say?
Lucy, have you spoken to your father yet?
What about?
Whatever's bothering you.
Let's face it, Gran. I don't think Dad's interested in talking to me anymore.
It's good to see you, Marilyn.
It's great we're all having dinner together.
Where's your date?
He'll be here soon.
I remember when Des used to live here on his own. The place looked like a tip.
Oh, thanks. Well, Daphne likes housework. Who am I to say no?
Typical. Does it work, sharing like this?
If you communicate and respect each other's space.
Plus the obvious things like paying the bills on time.
Aha.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. Come on in.
Thanks.
Des, Marilyn, this is Leo Mason.
Oh, good.
Hi.
You two know each other?
I used to go to Leo's aerobic classes.
Oh. Me too. Well, why don't we all sit down?
Right.
Thanks.
Oh, seen your brother?
He's coming.
Listen, I hear you did some detective work this morning. Suppose you'd let me know if you did any good. Oh, listen, Danny, I've seen the solicitor. He's not pulling punches. Apparently the woman was deliberately attacked. She had stuff stolen. And Scott telling lies to the police put both of us behind the 8 ball. So here's what he reckons. Money and purse are returned, and you plead guilty, a magistrate might go easy on you.
Dad, I didn't do it.
In that case, we'll probably lose.
First time I did one of Leo's aerobic classes, it nearly killed me.
Oh, do you work them hard, Leo, eh? Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
Why did you stop going, Marilyn? You don't look like the giving up type.
No, she's...
More wine?
Was that Lucy crying?
Yeah, she had a nightmare. She's all right now. Oh, Scott. You can't blame your father for what he did.
Well, what's wrong, Gran? He treats me like he thinks I'm guilty. The same way Mr. Ramsey treats Danny. Like I'm his enemy.
You don't honestly believe that.
Do you think we did it?
No, I don't.
Tell him that, will you?
How are things at the bank, Des?
Million laughs. Right, Marilyn?
Yeah. Is it that late?
Yeah, it's getting on.
Well, thanks for a terrific evening, Daphne. Good to meet you, Des.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you want to lift home?
I can drive, Marilyn.
Oh, that's okay. I've got my car.
All right, Leo.
Well, good night.
Thanks.
Oh, Lucy had a nightmare.
Oh?
Thought you might be interested in her welfare, that's all.
Well, perhaps she ate too much or too late or something, I don't know.
Perhaps it has something to do with that fancy dress party she's so keen on avoiding.
Oh, for crying out loud, Helen, I've got more important things to worry about than fancy dress parties.
Don't worry, you've made your point. You've been making it ever since Anna left.
I don't want that subject discussed. I thought I made that clear to you.
That subject has been dominating this family, whether you like it or not, and whether you want to talk about it or not. Obviously, I didn't get through to you the other day. Both Julie and Lucy have problems, and they've as good as said that there's no point in talking to you. Scott has given you nothing but reason for pride, and now he's in this mess. You're treating him like a criminal.
I don't have to listen to this.
No, you don't. And as head of the family, you can tell me to shut up. But I'll tell you this. If you keep wallowing in self-pity just because Anna decided to marry someone else, you're going to wake up one morning and find all your children are strangers.
Neighbors, everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Well, I've already said I admire the work that you do. What I like is that you get out and you help in a practical way. You don't just talk about it. I'd like to give it a go.
Look, there's a big difference between paddling your foot in the water and learning to swim.
Reckon I couldn't hack it, eh?
Look, when you offer somebody help, you take on a mammoth responsibility. That's what I'm saying. Commitment. Look, you throw someone a lifeline and they grab it. And you can't let go later on just because you get cold feet or you get bored.
You sound like a recruiting officer.
Sorry. It's just that the job I've got in mind for you is a particularly tough one.
Well, good, good.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is confidential. You're aware that Mrs. Brown has a drinking problem.
Half the street knows that by now.
Yeah. Well, she's well on the way to becoming a full-scale alcoholic. Her husband's given up. He doesn't want to know. And that family is about to disintegrate, and I need help to keep it together.
You don't think it's a bit close to home, do you?
Well, it can be a big plus. You're only seconds away from the situation.
Oh, I don't know. No, she's laying charges against Scott and I...
It shouldn't matter. She needs help, whether you like her or not.
Okay, count me in, yep.
Good on you.
Right.
Come with me tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
G'day, Kevin.
How's it going? Hang in there. I know my way out.
See ya.
I thought you were on my side.
You know I am.
You still got time to play Florence Nightingale or that drunk down the road.
What? Did you hear all of that, Dan?
I was listening outside.
Kevin told me that in confidence.
She could have me and Danny locked up.
That has got nothing to do with it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
She needs help, Scott.
So who's going to help us?
Listen, mate, I've got to do what I think is right. Now, if you can't understand that, then tough, eh?
Psst. All clear.
You like taking risks or something?
This is important.
So important I can't wait till school tomorrow?
No. Every time you open your mouth, you dump us both deeper in it.
I wouldn't be in trouble at all if I hadn't tried to cover for you.
Yeah, and a top job you did of that, too.
So I'm not a good liar.
Yeah, well, me neither. The lawyer told Dad I ought to plead guilty.
What?
Well, no way. I'm telling the truth, whatever happens. But I reckon you're off the hook.
How come?
Well, when you changed your statement to the police, that means you never actually saw what happened. You couldn't have had anything to do with Mrs. Brown being robbed. And I'll back that up, in court.
Thanks, Danny. I really appreciate that.
Well, you tried to back me, even if you did louse it up.
They'll probably think we're just telling more lies. Let's face it, if our own fathers won't believe us, why should the magistrate?
I'm having a cuppa. How about you?
Love one.
You were right, you know. Even when I was carrying on in there, I knew you were right. You see, I got a bit of a problem. I've always thought of myself as a pretty good sort of a bloke. When someone comes along and tells me that I'm not, it's not easy to take.
You're not a bad sort of a bloke, Jim. And I went overboard a bit.
Well, if you're going to let me off the hook.
I didn't say that.
It's going to take me quite a long time to get over Anna. Got to find some way to come to terms with it. But I won't be making the family suffer. Scout's honour.
And I'll cut out the nagging mother-in-law bit. Although you can't change the habit of a lifetime.
That's true. True. So, what about the kids?
Been having a good time?
Sorry, Danny.
You shut up! Well, you had more sense of responsibility.
Lay off him, Dad.
I wouldn't use that tone to me right now if I were you.
What's going on?
Your son here's been sneaking out at night behind our backs. Now, where have you been?
What does it matter?
Come on, Danny. Look, you're not going to get Scott into trouble. He's been next door, that's all.
No, I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you ask him?
Ask him, ask either. You couldn't lie straight in bed. Now, where have you been?
Get divorce isn't going to do any good.
Yeah, I reckon
Max.
it's the only thing he understands.
Oh, I understand you all right, Dad. Well, why do you think I had to go and speak to Scott? Because we're on our own. Well, you and Mr. Robinson can't wait to throw us to the wolves.
Why, Max?
Come on, Dad. Please. Beat me. Well, it's the only thing you haven't done, isn't it? I hope they lock me up and throw away the key, because anything would be better than this dump.
Morning, chicken.
Morning, Dad.
You got a party tonight after school?
Not me.
Thornton's house. Fancy dress, isn't it?
I'm not going.
Oh, well, I can understand that.
Why?
Oh, when I was a kid, fancy dress parties scared the pants off me. I always thought I'd make a fool of myself.
So you didn't go, huh?
Oh, I went. And a pushy mother. You know something? I had a terrific time.
Yeah, but you didn't go to school with Jeanette Riley.
Jeanette Riley. That name rings a bell.
She's a creep.
Oh, yes. Jeanette Riley the creep.
Ever since we've been invited to the party, Jeanette and her creepy friends have been picking on me, saying I'm going to look stupid.
And you don't want to give her the satisfaction.
No way.
Of course, if you did go and you looked great, that'd be one on the nose for Jeanette Riley and her friends, wouldn't it?
Father's here.
Morning, Father. What do you know about fancy dress parties?
Come on, you're talking to the man who made a name for himself as the rear end of a horse.
Back end of a horse.
Cut it out, Dad.
It seems the problem is that we've got to find a costume for Lucy so that Jeanette Riley the creep doesn't laugh at her.
Well, don't think that should be much of a problem. How about a ballerina, a fairy queen, an Indian princess?
No offense, Grandma, but that sounds really corny.
What do you know? I'm out of date like the dinosaurs.
I'm out of my depth. Well, once you've been the back end of a horse, everything else is chicken feed.
True. True.
Dad, what did you go as?
Oh, I went as a tramp. Dirty shoes, baggy pants, and a bundle on the end of a stick. Anyone laughed at me, they got the bundle. Pow.
Okay. Listen, we must make a move. Remember, everyone loves a horse. Yeah.
See you later, mate.
I've got to have a word with Scott. Remember, you can't let the Jeanette Rileys of this world run things, honey. I'm sure you and your gran will work something out.
All right. Let's think.
A tramp?
A tramp?
I don't know.
Well, we'll have a shot at it after school. You can decide then.
I want to say a couple of things. Are you prepared to listen?
Sure.
This business with Mrs. Brown. Well, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I've been sort of off balance ever since. And I've been giving you a hard time. Of course, you made it tougher for yourself trying to give Danny an alibi, but I've been behaving as though you were guilty all along, and I want to apologize to you for that.
You're saying you believe me, Dad?
Yes, of course I do. And you'll get nothing but support from me from now on.
What about Danny?
Well, that's between him and his father, mate.
You said you believed me.
I do believe you. I do. But you know you didn't see what happened, Scott. You can't be sure that Danny didn't do it.
No, but I believe him. Mr. Ramsey's your mate. Can't you talk to him? He wants him to plead guilty. And Danny feels really ditched.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Thanks, Dad.
May we come in?
What's he doing here?
Paul's interested in the work I do. He'd like to share it.
I don't want him in my house.
Look, Mrs. Brown, I didn't come here to upset you. Who I am doesn't really matter.
If you don't want to talk, then we'll go.
Come in then. I'm sorry about the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up.
Is your husband home?
He's asleep. Would you like a cup of tea?
No, thanks. I don't really want to wake him up, but I think he should be part of this discussion.
Oh, no, please don't.
His car's not outside.
He
didn't come home last night.
Did he contact you?
No.
Do you want him back?
Of course I do.
Well, you know what the first step has to be, don't you?
Well, that's up to him. I can't do anything.
Look, I know he hasn't been much support to you. But the truth is that your drinking is the main reason for this, isn't it?
That is not true.
It is true. Have you had a drink this morning?
Of course I haven't. Look, you can search the place if you like. You won't find a drop.
I'm not going to search your house. You're an alcoholic. And there's no help that Paul or I can give you until you're prepared to ask for it.
Why would he want to help me? His brother's been charged with assaulting and robbing me.
Mrs. Brown, I believe my brother and his friend were innocent. I think you were mistaken there. But look, apart from that, if there's anything I can do at all, I'm just down the road. One phone call.
You're right. I suppose you mean what you say. Look, Father, I might have had one or two too many every now and again. Well, everybody does. But I am not an alcoholic.
Until you can accept it, we can't help you. I'll call by tomorrow if you want. Would you like me to see if I can speak to your husband?
What's the point?
Just one phone call, Mrs. Brown.
Well, what do you think?
Fantastic. That is the best costume I've ever seen.
I don't look stupid?
No, no way. No, I'd say that's first prize material if ever I saw it.
Well, Lucy?
Okay, I'll go.
That's my girl. And you can take the car. Well, you can't take the car. You can take the car. I have to go and see the solicitor with Max.
What on earth have you got in that? What's this for?
Like Dad said this morning, anyone who laughs gets the bundle. Pow.
You're not supposed to take me so literally, darling.
You've been quiet?
You give me enough to think about, haven't you?
Yeah, set up a bit hard to take, huh?
Your mate Johnny Parsons doesn't mince words, does he?
Well, at least you know if she does contact you that you're not on your own.
It's funny, you know, I always pictured drunks as being dirty old men in gutters. What was Johnny saying about housewives and teenagers?
Yeah, I know, it's terrifying.
Look, maybe in this case you should get somebody else, I think.
Why in this case?
Because I don't like Mrs. Brown. No, it's not just what she did to Scott and Danny. It's the way her kids are suffering because of what she's doing to herself. I never liked her.
I couldn't give a damn whether you like her or not. You don't have to be in love with someone to have compassion for them. Look, this work's about being a bit bigger than your own petty likes and dislikes. You better think about it, Paul.
I think we've both been making a mistake, Max.
Oh, yeah? So what else is new?
I mean about the boys. Do you really think your own son, now forget the evidence for a moment, but do you really think that Danny is guilty?
Yeah, all we got to go on is their word. It's not good enough for me.
Well, it's good enough for me, Max.
Oh, yeah? Scott tell you about last night?
What about last night?
Well, it seems Danny's been sneaking out every night to have secret confabs with Scott. Probably to cook up more lies. Yeah. Them boys been making fools of the both of us.
I wonder what they'll cook up with that solicitor.
I reckon things will get better now.
Why?
I told you. My dad's gonna have a talk to your old man.
Big deal.
My dad's on our side now.
You got a lot to learn about parents, mate. All they want is no hassles. And they'll do anything to get that.
I know how rough you had it at home, but you're wrong about my father.
Yeah, sure. See you, Scott.
You two supposed to stay clear of each other after school.
Yeah. You won't tell Dad, will you?
No. But what happened last night really frightened me.
You don't have to be scared, Mum. I can take a beating.
He never hit you in his life.
There's a first time for everything.
Look, this solicitor cost him a lot of money. Do you think he'd do it if he didn't care about you?
Well, I must have got it all wrong when he told me to plead guilty.
He's only trying to help you.
I know that. Well, I know why, too. Well, so do you, but you won't face it. It's because I'm Danny Ramsey, his son, and what I do reflects upon him. He tried to feed me some jargon about saving your broken heart. It's Dad's pride, Mum. If I got put away without it rubbing out on him, he'd let them do it. You know that.
What time is it?
I just told you, it's about 6.
Dad's been at the solicitors for ages. Hello?
Paul Robinson, please.
It's for you.
Yo, Paul Robinson speaking.
It's Carol Brown here, Paul. I need to talk to someone. Please.
Did you see the look on Jeanette Riley's face? She was really impressed.
I saw.
I wish I'd won first prize.
Oh, second prize isn't too bad.
Now tell me the truth. Was he here last night?
You can talk to Dad later.
Yes, Dad.
You let me carry on like an idiot this morning, and all the time you're cooking something up behind my back.
He just wanted to talk.
Well, he could have used the telephone. Anyway, what was so secret you didn't want us to know?
We didn't think we could trust anyone.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Dad?
You can forget everything I said this morning. I may have been played for a mug twice, but not 3 times.
I wouldn't have called you, but I respect Father Barry.
Well, tell me what you want me to do.
My husband came here this afternoon. He took the children away with him.
Did he threaten you or anything?
I didn't even know he'd been till I read the note. I was out cold in the bedroom. I want my husband and my children back.
Give them a reason to come back.
I know. I'm asking for help.
Mrs. Brown, I can take you to somebody. But it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to happen overnight.
Could you take me to the police station first, please?
Why?
My purse was returned to me today. Apparently I didn't lose it when I was robbed. I left it in a bar that afternoon. I just didn't remember. If I was wrong about that, then I might have been wrong about Danny Ramsey. I'd like to tell the police that.
Thank you, Carol.
Grandma, why was Dad yelling at Scott again?
Well, it's a difficult time for all of us, especially your father.
But Dad knows Scott and Danny wouldn't rob anyone, doesn't he?
Yes, I'm sure it'll all work out. Now you stop worrying and get some sleep. After all, you killed him at that fancy dress party.
Grandma? Thanks.
Mm.
Good night.
Good night, Dad. Snuggle up. Night-night.
What are you, suicidal?
I just came to get that $2 you owe me.
Now?
I've had it, Scotty. I'm off.
Where are you going?
I haven't worked that out yet. Wish me luck, yeah?
You were right. What you said about parents. I just double-cross you.
Sounds like you found out the hard way.
Will you wait for me in the park?
What?
I'm coming with you.
Neighbors, everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Okay, so I yelled at him. He had it coming.
I'm sure Scott didn't do anything bad.
I'll talk to him in the morning. Probably sounds naive, but I always thought we had something special between us. It's just hard to accept that that's all changed.
Oh, come on now. You've had a dream run so far. You've got to expect a few bumps now and then.
But Scott's always been such an honest kid. I just hate feeling I can't trust him anymore.
He's a teenager, Jim. You should be grateful he doesn't sniff glue.
I have got the best news ever. Where's Scott?
Asleep.
Oh, this is worth waking him for. I've just been to Mrs. Brown's place and she's admitted to everything. You'll never guess what happened to her purse.
What?
Left it in a pub, didn't she? Eh? You know, she was so smashed that she couldn't even remember where she put it. And then when she got mugged, she naturally assumed it was Scott and Danny that did it.
What made her unassume it?
The barman sent it back.
Well, does this mean that she's going to drop the charges?
You bet. Scott's in the clear.
Oh, that's great news! The best news. Oh, thank God for honest barman. Otherwise, Scott could have been in real trouble.
Yeah, well, he hasn't had much moral support around here, has he?
Oh, come on, Paul. I mean, Scott lied to me. He admitted he lied to me.
Maybe. The least you could have done was let him explain, though.
Like I said, you've got to expect a few bumps.
Hey, Scotty, wake up. Got some news. Dad, Gran, quick! Look, found that in the desk.
Is he all right? What does he say?
Dear Grandma, Danny and I have cleared out because we didn't do anything to Mrs. Brown. And no one was going to believe us. Please don't worry about me. I'll be all right and I'll call you soon, love, Scott.
That's all. Scott. Danny. God knows how Max is going to take this.
Damn fool, kid! I don't know why I bother with him half the time.
Well, we did give them a pretty hard time over Carol Brown.
It's typical of Danny, typical, you know. I mean, he'd rather run away than face up to anything. I'm sorry about Scott, mate, but I mean, he'd never have gone if Danny hadn't pushed him into it.
Well, don't blame Danny. Scott's got a mind of his own.
Yeah.
I just wish there was some way we could let them know they're not in trouble anymore.
Not in trouble? Break every bone in his body when he gets home. Ah! Look! Little rat's taken Shane's sleeping bag.
Max is going to go on and on, I know it. Do you think the boys will be all right?
Oh, I think so. A few nights of sleeping out will make them realise how comfortable their own beds are. And Scott's note was reassuring. He said he'd call.
I hope he does. At least they are together. That's something. I'd worry more if Danny was off alone.
Maria! His own wasn't good enough for him, was it? He had to take Shane's sleeping bag.
I don't think Shane will mind.
That's hardly the point. I mean, honestly, Maria, that boy's nothing but trouble.
Be fair, Max. He was very upset when he was accused by Carol, especially when you didn't believe him.
Well, why should I? I mean, anything goes wrong round here, it's usually Danny's fault. Why should this time be any different?
We might leave you to it, mate. If we hear anything, we'll let you know.
Aren't you going to stop
Straight
for
away.
a beer?
Another time, Max.
Bye, Max.
Bye.
Night, Jim.
Jim. Listen, I feel like giving up on him half the time. It's just not worth the trouble.
Max, you don't mean this.
Oh, don't I just?
Oh, if that's the way you feel about him, no worry. He'll run away.
What's going on? Who's run away?
Danny and Scott.
What do you do that for? Why does he ever do anything, Shane?
Dad.
Look, I don't know. Ask her mother. She's the one with all the theories.
I've never slept in a ditch before. Who cares? At least we're free. Come on.
Since when did it become a race? Look, running away is fine by me, but why do we have to do it so fast?
I want to put as much space between Dad and me as I can. When he finds out I'm gone, he'll probably throw a party.
Yeah, my old man will be the first to arrive.
Probably. I don't get it. I thought you and your old man were the best of mates.
Not anymore. You should have seen me. You won't even talk to me. So much for open channels of communication.
I've never heard of it.
You're lucky.
You didn't run away just because I did you?
I wouldn't do anything just because you did. As a matter of fact, it's one of the only things that put me off. I'll meet you up the road.
Poor Scott. I wonder what he had for breakfast. Probably nothing. Oh, he must be so miserable out there all alone.
Oh, he's not alone. He's with Danny. He knows where home is. Have you finished with the sports page? Is this silent treatment going to become a permanent fixture?
How do you expect me to behave, Dad? Miss Scott wouldn't have run away if you'd trusted him.
You've made that point at least 10 times already.
I don't get you. Don't you care?
Of course I care, but he's gone and there's nothing I can do about it, is there?
I know you care, Dad. I'm sure Scott does too.
I hope so.
And you? I think it's really mean the way you're going on about it to Dad.
Just keep out of it, Jules. It's none of your business, all right?
Oh, of course it's my business. It's all of our business. Isn't it, Gran?
In a way.
Yeah, you see, we're all worried about Scott and all you can do is pick on Dad.
The trouble with you, Jules, is you just don't know when to belt up, do you?
Oh. Oh. Poor Dad. Things have been really difficult for you lately, haven't they?
Will you come for lunch?
Oh, I don't know. That central eating could take all day, you know.
Can I call you there?
What for?
In case we know anything about Danny. If anything's happened, I'd like to be able to get hold of you.
You reckon he'd bother letting us know what happened to her?
He might, if it's important. Oh, Max, I mean, Danny ran away from home. Will you ever wonder why?
Yeah. She's spineless, that's why. Listen, you seen my wrench, you know, the new one. I only bought it last week.
Not since you bought it, no.
Bet that Danny's borrowed it without even asking.
Don't you dare to blame him. What? Look, blame him for anything else if you must. Because you're going to anyway. But don't blame him for the fact that you've lost your wrench.
Look, I only said he might have borrowed it.
I've heard what you said. But why didn't you say it of Shane? Why didn't you say it of me? Why didn't you say it of anyone? Honestly, Max, sometimes I think you just blame him for breathing.
Oh, now you're being hysterical.
He's my son, and all I want to get him home safe and well. But the way you're going on, anybody would think that you're just glad you got rid of him.
No, that's not true, and you know it.
I don't know it. All I know is that you never shown him that you love him, let alone tell him. You've hurt him, Max, and if he's not coming back, it's your fault.
You okay?
Yep.
What happened?
This happened. Bad as being in the city.
Is your bike all right?
Looks okay.
You got a puncture.
I'm not blind. Oh, damn, there's that junk.
I haven't got a patch big enough.
Me neither.
There's no law that says we can't hitch.
Sure. Who's going to pick us up with a couple of bikes?
I don't know. Somebody with a ute. There's lots of people with utes in the country.
I suppose. Yeah. What am I moaning about? We'll get a lift into town and I'll get the tyre fixed there. Thanks, mate! I'll do the same for you one time! You think at least one of them would stop?
Yeah. It's nearly 20 k's to the next town.
That'll take us forever.
Just about. I don't even know why I'm bothering. No, stop! They actually stopped!
G'day. You got trouble with the bikes?
One of them's got a flat.
No worries, we can whack the whole lot onto the top.
That'd be great. We thought no one was going to stop.
Yeah, a lot of cruds around.
This is really excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Max's way of coping. I'm sure he's just as worried about the boys as everyone else.
No, that's not true, and you know it. He doesn't like Danny. He never has.
Does he suspect?
No, not on the surface, but I'm sure part of him knows. Why else did he shut Danny out all these years?
Poor Danny. Max does give him a hard time.
Enough good reason to stay away, I guess.
Not if Scott wants to come back, and he will. Once he's rung, and we can tell him that the police aren't after them.
I'll see you later, all right?
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just going to help Shane find the boys.
Well, I don't fancy your chances. Besides, they might not want to come home.
Yeah, well, what if they're in a squat somewhere and they're broke? We can't just forget about them.
Nobody's going to forget about them.
Look, all I want to do is just make sure they're safe and tell them that they don't have to hide from anything. I can't see anything wrong with that.
Will you be home for dinner?
I don't know, it depends how we go.
I'll keep something warm for you.
Thanks, Gran.
If you do find Danny, could you tell him that both of us, his father and I, love him?
Sure. Bye.
Bye.
Even if I'm not sure what I just said is true. Well, when you see Julie, when she comes back, tell her that I've made some of those ginger cakes she likes, okay?
Anything to keep busy.
I'm afraid so. What do you think the chances are they'll find them?
Practically nil. They've taken their camping gear and their bikes. They could be miles away. I think we'll just have to wait until they want to come back.
Good wagon for the birds.
Yeah, I haven't had any complaints yet.
Wish I had a license. I'd get myself something just like this.
You two been on the road long?
Not too long.
A day.
told the folks to stick it. Here we are.
Yeah, how's they going to handle that?
Well, we didn't actually tell them. We thought when they found us gone, they'd work it out for themselves.
So no one knows who we are, huh?
Nope. That's the way we are. Oh, hi, Dad.
You going out?
Yeah.
You got coaching in half an hour, haven't you?
I cancelled the class.
You what?
Well, we're going looking for Danny and Scott. I figured that was more important.
Are you out of your mind? Look, coaching's all you've got left now, son. You can't throw it away over nothing.
I'm not throwing it away, and Danny isn't nothing.
Now, look, you start missing classes, they'll fire you, son. Then what'll you have left?
I'll see you later. I don't want to talk about it now, Dad.
Shane! Maria!
Yes, darling.
Did you know Shane was missing his coaching classes?
Yes, he's going to look for Danny. There you go, enjoy it.
Thank you.
And you let him go?
What should I have done? Physically stopped him?
Now, look, you should have told him the truth. I think Danny's out there having the time of his life, probably. He doesn't want to be found.
He's looking because he cares, and he's worried.
Look, I can understand how he feels, Mr. Ramsey. Everyone at home's worried sick.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Go on, Julie, off you go.
Well, bye, Mr. Ramsey. I'm sure everything will work out all right.
Goodbye.
I'll see you all later.
Bye.
Danny. Blaming Danny all the time. Why is everybody so concerned about Danny?
Because he's missing, and we want him home.
Yeah, well, so do I.
The only reason you want him home is because you want to make his life a misery all over again.
What? That's ridiculous.
Oh, is it?
If you could just drop us off at the garage, that'd be great.
Yeah, no worries. Will you be able to get the gear off the top?
Sure. Thanks a lot, Clive. That was really great.
Hey, that's what life on the road's all about. Doing favours.
Hey, and thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Hey!
If you'd kept your mouth shut, they wouldn't have known we were on the run. All that talk about the cops being after us, they would have known we couldn't report them.
Yeah, I know. But at least I wasn't stupid enough to keep my money in the haversack. I've got mine on me.
15 lousy dollars, big deal.
Hey, here's something. Casual labourers wanted. Farm work. Apply within.
Sounds all right. What do you reckon?
It's better than starving.
Anything I can do for you lads? I'm just closing up.
Yeah. We'd like to know about one of these ads.
Which one?
That one.
You must be joking.
Is it already gone?
Not as far as I know. It's the Forbes farm. It's run by the most miserable old codgers you could ever meet. Take it from me, they're real battle axes.
Well, is there any other work we could do?
Got any experience?
Not really.
There's your answer.
Well, it doesn't look like we've got much choice.
Fair enough. I'll get the address. It's your funeral.
I suppose it's a bit naive to expect to have had word by now.
Oh, there will be. Once they run out of money.
Well, I'd feel a lot better if I didn't think that I'd practically forced Scott into lying to me.
Oh, no, that's not fair, Dad. It wasn't your fault.
I'm afraid it is fair. If I'd have trusted him, he might have been more open with me.
Well, at least you're not like Mr. Ramsey. Gosh, you should have heard him going on this afternoon. It's almost as though he was glad Danny had gone.
That's just his way. You know what he's like.
Yeah, well, he was very angry with Mrs. Ramsey, too. I was so embarrassed. Couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Oh, it's just tension, love.
Maybe.
Max, we have to talk.
We talked.
Please, Max.
Oh, yeah, I can't even eat my tea without you nagging me. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I want to know why you don't love Danny as you love Shane.
Oh, you're like a stuck record, woman. Look, can't we just leave it?
No, I want an answer.
I don't know. I mean, I want to, honest, but somehow I just don't seem to be able to get close to him.
Not even when he was a baby?
Not really.
Have you ever wondered why?
Well, yeah, of course I have. I mean, look, I'm not a monster, you know. I mean, it's just difficult, that's all. I mean, even you'd have to admit that.
Is that the only reason?
Well, yeah. No. Look, I mean, right from the start, I was never really sure he was mine. I mean, God, Maria, he's only born 9 months after you come back to me.
I knew that was the reason.
Well? Is Danny my son? Is he?